How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sword of the Evening. We're back in our House Peake playthrough on CK3 of Game of Thrones. Last episode, we aided in quelling another rebellion against the Iron Throne, and we were rewarded through our loyalty from the King Tallard the Gracious of the House Baratheon, first of his name. We were given the Lord Paramountcy of the Reach, and we are the Wardens of the Reach for our king. And we also got Highgarden from the Tyrells, which we have kind of a little bit of a claim through, because we are married to Marjorie Tyrell, so all of our future children are Tyrell Peake line, through the Tyrell Peake line. We have an offshoot branch house called Tourney Peake. And we also have our Targaryen, one of the Targaryen Peake lines through AGOT Peake, but we also have, wait, somewhere here, yeah, Titus is married to Princess Daella Targaryen, and we have Targaryen-blooded children. And Titus looks like a Giga Chad here. He's got 3 really good stats. If only he had a physical trait like Hail or Herculean, and then he could become the Bloodfather, and we could concentrate the bloodline. But that's okay. Artifact claim purchase. Lord Matthias bought an artifact claim. Okay, that's all right. We can pardon some criminals. There's Leo Tyrell, which we'll grant him a pardon. Lady Old Flowers, she's an adulterer. We'll also pardon her. And Lady Denise Westbrook, also an adulterer, but we'll grant them all a pardon. Gifted an artifact. We'll accept it just because our cousin has been released, which is good. She's married to Aegon. We don't really want her to be too messed up. They have a lot of children, which is great. Maybe we can arrange a marriage for Gale. There's our half-brother. They won't accept it. Okay, never mind. He's our loyal servant, so maybe we won't. We'll make sure that we have ties between the High Towers. Maynard Hightower. Maybe we'll propose a marriage between the High Towers and the Peaks here. Like Shireen Peake. We'll do that. So our captain of the household guard died. He was also a council member. He was our marshal. So Leighton Hightower is he's our admiral, so we'll get somebody else like Rickard Spring. Yeah, we'll shrine him, even though he might die soon. We'll increase some control. Actually, no, we won't do that. We'll have you go ahead and train commanders. Right. So I think we can attempt to I thought perhaps somebody here would have claims. Let's look at Aegon here. Yeah, she has claims on the Iron Throne, and so do her children. So we'll come here to Titus, and we'll go to Titus again. He's 4 years old. We could marry him to a princess of the Iron Throne. She's also our guest and ward. I think we'll do that. So this is the future. So that's the crown prince, the Mad Stag, and then that is his oldest son. Go to Lord Barthen at once. We'll accept his generous gifts. And Marjorie Peake will be betrothed to Prince Laurent Baratheon. Somebody is spying on us again. So he's our knight. Grant refuses to expose who sent him. We'll be merciful this one time, but if he betrays us again, then he will be executed or sent to the wall. So House Peake is... We're very ambitious, obviously. Arranged a marriage. Harlan Earl wants to marry Daenerys Peake, our granddaughter. I'm going to decline that. So we're going to find Daenerys a worthy husband. There's Aegon Reborn, but we're not going to do that. The Malisters, Manderleys, it should probably be from a very important house. Oh, wait a minute. The House Errol are the Lord Paramounts. Oh, that's because he made the Storm's End part of the Iron Throne, so it can't be taken. So maybe we should have actually accepted that betrothal. The Riverlands are currently at war. The Brackens are rebelling. There's the Vale. Look at that armor. The Falcon Knight. What a gigachad. So he's got a primary heir. They have a son named Mathis. And there's also the North with Robb Stark, son of Ned and Catelyn Tully. And then there's Eddard, the White Wolf, who's married to a Flint. Robb won't accept that. So maybe we come back here. And so he doesn't have a arrange a marriage to our granddaughter Daenerys. We'll do that. To the Lord Paramount of the Stormlands, we've been sent an ancient plaque as a gift. We've been invited to a grand wedding. I think we're going to hold a grand tournament to celebrate us becoming the Lord Paramounts. And we will do it in Highgarden. So we'll come here to activities. We will host a grand tourney. We will do it in Highgarden. And we will have a melee. We will have a joust. We will have a grand duel. We have a grand melee, a joust, a duel. And finally, that's all we'll have, actually. We don't want a fourth one. We'll do those. We'll participate in all of them. We don't need a we need to appoint a caravan master, but we don't, really need to do much. It will be a luxurious and grand event. Our champion. There's our player Aaron's son. He's one-legged, so we're probably not actually going to select him. Who's got the best marshal here? Peos the Brute, Rickard Spring, Pikewood Peak. Honestly, we're not going to select a champion. We're our own champion. And, We don't really care about winning. We will try and befriend... I don't think... Nobody here we want to befriend, so we will just do recreation so we can burn some stress, and we will pay 685 gold to have an exquisite event here. So Lord Hightower died. Let's pause the game real quick. Lord Hightower died, so we lost and another chance. One of our other council members died. So maybe we can... Okay, so the son will accept a deal here. His son is going to marry a Peake. Plenty of guests are arriving. We need a successor to the Star Knight, which we will put Aereo here. And the Knight of the Orange Field has a successor. And we do have a third slot if anybody has any suggestions for a third Peake Knight. And we could have Titus. Well, Titus is already the Knight of the Orange Field. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions, leave some comments in there. Too many held duchies, that's okay. I don't really care about that. And our aunt will actually make it. Yeah, we'll negotiate an alliance with them, and we'll do one with the Westermen and the Craig Hall. So we form an alliance. We have another core artifact, it seems. We just have a bunch of hides. I don't know if I'm a fan of that. Council members, right? So we need a new spy master and we need a new admiral. So, he who spurns the fight, my knight Titus, this is our player and son, recent absences have not gone unnoticed, nor have many servants turned away from his door. At the tourneyer's request, I enter his lodgings. Titus acknowledges me with a scant obedience, turning his shining sword over and over in his hands. All the world knows I am great and a worthy knight, growls he, and so without high-born attendants and grand gifts from my liege, I refuse to compete. My attending the contest in poverty would dishonor us both. This is a... What do you mean? What do you mean, guy? So we're not gonna kick him out. I mean, he is missing one leg. Every knight loses 5 opinion of you. We go closer. Compete and I'll give you everything. 115. And Glorious Knight, he gets +5. You know what? That might actually be worth it. He's our son, so we'll just give him everything. Right, so we need a spy master. Ellison Hightower. He's got 21 intrigue, so we're going to assign him there. He's very good at his job. He also has Intricate Web Weaver. He is a treacherous villain, though. So, he might betray us at some point in time, but that's okay. And we need an admiral, which I think we will make. It sucks that there's no red one. Maybe we throw, yeah, we'll throw the Cunning Fox here. And he would be on Protect Trade. Right. So some more guests have arriving as the melee contest begins. So it is the king, which maybe we want to change this to befriend now, and we will try and make the king our friend. So it is us against the king, it seems. Lord Paramount Titus Peake versus Talar the Graces. We'll go to the field. The crowd leans in as a competitor readies himself, but the atmosphere is cut through keenly by a screech. Lothar has a burst on the field. How could you be watching this idle, time-wasting filth? He rumbles, turning from person to person, spittle flying from his lips as he harasses them. We're just going to say harasses them. You should be spending less time here and more time worshipping. Okay. So he's a sept and he's a member of the faith. We could yell boo. Sports enthusiasts get some opinion of us, but we lose 40%, and the church stops endorsing us. Whoops. We're just gonna let it blow over. Inspiration to change in direction. AGOT, our courtier. Fear not, my lord, for Argath is in good health. I bring you news of the possibility to fund an even greater adventure. You see, Argath took a wrong turn somewhere and is now near Oakhart. Okay. Argath's traveling companion unfurls a dirty map to show me where they ended up. He has enough funds to make it to Dorne as planned, but suggests that there is some additional funding that he can use to chase a local... You know what? Sure. The final blows of the melee. Both teams are near and even. Who wins will come down to a hair's breadth. And not long left to go. And I think we lost. Oh, nope, we won. I think that's the win scene. We have our winners. King Tallard has beat Lord Stefan's team. I think we were on the King's team, maybe? Trumpet sound. What a chaotic... Maybe we were on his team? I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. We're gonna go to the temple and pray. Silence falls over. Somebody comes in drunk. Aemon Gentaries. Party. Did somebody say party? We could grow closer. Remove the foul 14 flames. Heathen. Yeah, we're just gonna tell him to get out. Go to the tourney grounds. Increases slightly. Yeah, we'll do this one. To your saddles, draw your swords. It wouldn't do for the Lord Paramount not to complete. So we didn't qualify for the joust. We could replace one of our followers, or one of our vassals. However, I think we're just gonna say may the best win. Cheating demands disqualification. Yep. Cheating demands disqualification. So we have Lord Rupert Ball versus Lord Malentine Longwaters. My ward, Serana, Princess Serana Baratheon, has faced a new test in her abilities. 2 quarrelsome servants brought to a dispute. So she could keep rude, authoritative, or inquisitive. We'll do authoritative. We'll take the stress hit on it. Interesting round. So I don't know if any of you guys watched the absolute disappointment that was Summer Games Fest, Sony State of Play, and the Xbox showcase. There was like absolutely nothing good. However, there was Chronicles Medieval, which looks like a mix between Bannerlord and Total War. And they, on their webpage, they said that modding is going to be like a major part of the game, and I really hope somebody turns that game into like the Game of Thrones game, because if it's going to be like Total War, like I know there's a few Total War mods out there that are currently being worked on, but unless there's like an actual campaign mode, then it's just going to be custom battles, and those get kind of boring. And but if this Medieval Chronicles game is like an absolute banger, and somebody comes out and makes like an absolute amazing mod, definitely gonna be on the channel. I think I'm gonna play it on the channel even if it isn't, even if there is not a Game of Thrones mod for it. But we're just gonna have to see. It's coming to where you can play test it on Steam, early access. So pretty soon. So expect to see that on the channel. Score increases moderately. We're going to do that. I guess we're ready. 43%. Nah, we're just gonna concentrate on the fight. 50%. Increases moderately. 52. Yeah, we're gonna do the 52%. I think we just got knocked out. Yep, we got knocked out of the duel. That's alright. It happens. The king is the favored contestant anyways. We could yell at him and say that he cheated, but we're not. We're pretty... Even though we're stubborn, he didn't cheat, so... It's gonna be the king versus the guy that just beat us, a fine contest. We lost wounded, which is great. King, Lord Graves, some Valyrian guy, and Robert and Karen are in the finals. King won. Rob and Karen won. So it's the king versus a knight. So we can execute the builders. But we're gonna give some gold to the people who got hurt. I believe the king just won that. Yep. With his 33 prowess and 24 martial, the king is a beefy boy. Married to a Grandison. As always, next time. What a grand occasion. We're gonna hand out the rewards. We got 1,000 prestige and we lost 36 stress, which is great. We have a lifestyle perk, which we are gonna do envelopment, the men-at-arms. We can also start a legend, which we're not gonna do. I can't believe there's a Manderley back in the Reach. I'm glad we ended our feud, though. Well, it looks like House Manderley is about to no longer be the Lords, because they have no son. Oh wait, never mind, that's a dude. Lord Hanos Manderley. We have Eleanor. And we will do that. Over 1,000, more than 1,000 years ago, we were the ones who pushed you out of the Reach. Now you are back, and now we're marrying into you. Would you look at that? We formed an alliance with House Manderley. Well, the offshoot House Manderley. There's a scheme at our court. Our half-brother can marry. We will do the Lady Marcella Aaron. We'll do that. Titus needs somebody to educate him. Whoever has the best martial. We'll do that. Yeah, we're not going to negotiate with them. The Head of Faith will give us some gold. 1,000, thank you. We're going to fund an expedition to Old Valyria. Pay the 500 for it. We won a dragon egg. Thanks for the tax return. So we have Harold Kidwell. He's one of our... Oh, he's not even a courtier. He's got not amazing stats, but good for this. Theodore Sweetblood. Harold Kidwell, Theodore Sweetblood. He's got Traveler, which is always a good one. He has no Marshal, though. Loyal. You know what? Harold Kidwell, you also have Traveler. But you know what? We're going to send Harold. Thank you. And we're not going to pay the extra. Actually, we will pay the extra. Because I think you get a higher chance, even though it says it doesn't. Somebody else died. The way of the sword, the endless clash of metal on metal, the chafing of armor, the sting of sweat. It is a dance that is familiar as it is exhausting. To have my sword attack, dodge, defend, and repeat. Maybe it would do good to practice my skills with another weapon. Me and my trusty sword will not part. It is Orphan Maker. It is our ancestral sword. we are not going to part, and we will get +2 prowess from it. So our Chancellor has died, and we will appoint Lord Fossaway because he's powerful, and we got a gold dragon egg. Let's go. We're gonna appoint Lord Fossaway there. Actually, no. Yeah, he's gonna die soon anyways. Right. So we have the gold dragon egg. We're just gonna get rid of this real quick. We're gonna sell that. We have the Axis Song still, and we have the gold dragon egg. So we could attempt to hatch it, right? We could give this... We don't have any Valyrian blood, but when the time comes, Rogar Peake needs a wife. He needs a spouse, I think. But we're not gonna worry about that. When the time comes, so when we become Titus, however many, I think this is the 5th or 6th Titus. And he's betrothed to the princess. You have Valyrian blood in you? No, Dane blood. Close enough. They're pretty much Valyrians. So in 1 and 2 more generations, when we play as this Titus Peake, hopefully he hatches the dragon, which we're just going to give him the dragon. We're going to give him the dragon egg now. We are going to give a dragon egg, the golden dragon egg. We'll see if he can hatch it. Inspiration realized. Hide of the wild boar of the Lace River. Magnificent. Plus prestige and renown monthly. Court grandeur. No, that's actually pretty decent. Thank you for that. As a reward, you'll get a wife. Bela Valerion. Actually, I don't know if I want to do that. Anyways, offer a knight tutelage. Derry the Merry Greenhill wants to train Morton Peake, our half-brother. Go ahead and do it. So we want to keep the Pale March. Orchard's Way, we could give that to another... We're obviously going to keep Highgarden too. So Highgarden and the Pale March are going to be ours. Orchard's Way, I think we give this to an offshoot branch. Or we'll give it to our brother, who is not going to... Yeah, Robert Peake. We're going to grant you some titles here. We're going to grant you the High Lordship of Orchard's Way. Oh, wait, you have to have, we can't. Because we have to have somebody... Cider Hall. Yeah, can we grant this to somebody? It's part of Orchard's Way. Oh, that's because that's Aegon. No, wait a minute. Aegon, we need that back, buddy. I don't know why he has that anyways. He has claims on a lot of shit too. Just give me 1 second and I'll get this back from him. Okay, so we have Cider Hall now, and we're gonna grant this to our half-brother Robert. Or maybe we should do Urathon. No, we're gonna do Robert. Yeah, we'll do our half-brother. He's married to a somewhat important woman, and we'll give him the High Lordship of Orchard's Way as well. So, and then there's another Peake. He's betrothed to Lady Marcella Aaron, and hopefully, you know, something great comes out of that. We need a Chancellor, because that guy died already. We'll put Lord Glorystone there. And, yeah. A realm will lose land when Lord Roland dies. Why? Where are you at? Oh, because they won that war. Ooh, I don't like that. He'll probably have a son. He'll probably have another son, actually. That might get that. Scheme failed. I'm heading to my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep when I hear a faint rustle. Helicent Florent. Oh, our sept. Wow. Wow, bucko. You're a fornicator. My sept is a fornicator. You've been appointed Warden of the South. Lord Valerian. Yeah, you're gonna marry our... We'll do that. Morton Peake to a Valerian. So we can declare wars. All of them seem to be on Pirate Kings. Evening Reflections. So we can become a poet, or we can get Journaler. Loss of stress. You know what? Yeah, we'll do Journal. We'll do that. Show Lord Roland red wine in at once. So Titus Peake and the princess have had another son. So there's Titus. Yeah, we have Titus, Manfred. We're gonna do Morgan, I think. Oh wait, no, that's a Banefort name. What is... We could do Aegon. You know what? No, we're doing this. Maegor. Take it or leave it. He's beautiful, which is great. We're gonna educate him. Sure, it can be us. I'm gonna choose Marshall. So we can go to war with Tyrosh. Ring Maiden. Oh, Lys. Lys again. Why do we have a war goal here? High Lordship of Willowwood. Yeah, we're probably not gonna go to war. We can go to war with Dorne. We have Gorman Peake's claims on the Lordship of where? There? No thanks. They're, holy fuck, they're in debt. Negative, almost 2 grand. What did they do? Lower Sunstones. Now, we could attempt to get the Stepstones, but I hate that they're set up always as pirate dens. And we could give that to Aegon. We've been invited to a grand wedding. Loris Torrent Peake is marrying the High Tower. Oh wait, Anguy is marrying Allison Oakhart. You know what, we'll go to the grand wedding, that's alright. Spend the 4 to go there. It's a member of our house, or our dynasty, I mean. A blind pig could run better, 80%. Misguided pastures or improved pastures. Yeah, we'll do the 80%. So we lose 1 stress because of an argument with Anguy Torrent Peake, I guess. Ceremony has finally reached its climax. Anguy and Allison say I do. We move here. So here we can attempt to become friends with people. So there's our half-brother. We're gonna say our nephew is right. think Allison makes a good point. We will do the opinion for each common trait. We'll get some stress because we don't like her. Hopefully we can get it. Oh, we got a free diplomacy perk, which is always great. Offer knight tutelage, which will let that happen. And we will burn some more stress because that's always a good idea. And we're gonna get, I think we're gonna do heart of the family. Yeah, we'll do heart of the family. Groom to rule is an amazing trait. If you also have a tutor, then all of your kids get a lot of education. We are in martial doing chivalry, so we'll just stay there. Even though we could switch. Go back to the wedding. And Lady Crane and Tanton the Wise Oakhart. I'm focused on the actual entertainment. Her husband is in jail. Lady Floriston, 75 prestige. Now it's time for the betting ceremony. Just what Marjorie deserves. Blood and spit. So this is our granddaughter. Marjorie split my words for honest food. Yeah, let's have them grow closer to becoming friends. What a weird situation. We'll get Eager Revealer. Yeah, we'll get Eager Revealer. Or Reveler, I mean. Congratulations. Finish the grand wedding. Yeah, Reveler. Titus has sampled an intoxicating life of carousing and debauchery and is hungry for more, of course. Good old debauchery. Oh no. Stop dying, everybody. Or learn how to actually not marry off your children and also your house with them. We visited High Garden even though we live there now. Visited the capital of the Lord Paramountcy of the Reach, which we live there, so I don't know how we keep visiting it. We have another martial perk. Living off the land is always a good one. So we've been invited to a feast, a hunt, feast, and another grand wedding. Let's go ahead and spend some gold here. Can't upgrade the High Garden. Can't upgrade the Royal Gardens. Flourishing Godswood. Go ahead and upgrade that. Come back to Star Pike. And we will upgrade the Marches. Upgrade that to a trade port. Should be good there. And we're not going to go to any of these, I don't think. It's okay. We are going to send for knights, I think. Oh, we'll train for a tourney first. Increase our power. Order mass eviction. Right, so we're going to invite some knights. And we're going to recruit for a wet nurse. Evil Zealot. Probably not Paula. And there is Arya, who is also an evil. Both of them are evil zealots. We'll take the one with good stats. Arya just disappears into the nothingness. He's kind of got bad stats. Tactics. Fool, there's no finer strategy known to man. Crushing charge with the cav. We've been sent artifacts. Everybody just keeps sending us fucking... He's a pilgrim, a knight. He's got forest fighter. We'll wait on that. A dragon enters the world. Here we go. Titus Peake. And Tresix. I think we're going to change that name real quick. Give me a second. Right, so we changed his name. It is now no longer that weird Triaxalax. It is Corzion, and he got Great Drake and Fertile, which is pretty good. He's an own dragon now, which everybody knows that. He is a little blue and white guy. See if we can get a better look. Maybe he's not actually blue and white. Is he actually blue and gold? We can't get a better look at that. I think he's actually blue and gold. We're gonna leave it at that. But in this screen, he doesn't look blue and gold, but in the editor, he does. But we do have a dragon. Titus Peake, our grandson, hatched the gold egg. Actually, yeah, he's blue and gold. He came from a gold egg. You know what? An egg for a king. You know, Titus is a king. And I think we're gonna get, we're gonna give him a nickname here. Because he did, maybe we'll name him, the Dragon Hatcher. The Dragon Hatcher. We're not gonna give him any flavor text, but he did hatch a dragon. It has been hundreds of years since there was a dragon. Actually, did Daenerys have a dragon? I don't think she did. I think they failed at hatching their dragons. Let's go back and look real quick. Daela, Daenerys, relationships. I don't think she hatched any dragons. Which makes me wonder, do her children have dragon eggs? Did they get any dragon eggs? Here's a Targaryen sword. Borgos the Warhammer. Crown of the Tragic Queen. A crown owned by a queen, Rhaela Targaryen, wife of King Aenys. So they have many children here. Aegon Peake and Lady Alora. Her sister, did she have any dragon eggs? I don't think they got any dragon eggs from, Valyria. I don't think they did. Alright, so we have a dragon rider now. Advice rejected. I don't remember doing that. I think that popped up at the same time there was a dragon hatchery. There's currently a war going on. So Aegon... Liberty War. Oh, okay. Well, the Fossways didn't really think that through. Why do we have a war goal on Rob? For where? This little bit on the stony shore. I'm not worried about it. Skullhammer. Sounds sweet as fuck. Right, so we have a dragon, and we didn't have to go through burning Highgarden to the ground to get a dragon egg. So now we're gonna, when we get another decision, we're gonna hope we can get another egg. I need a hero. I notice my poet pacing up and down my throne room. He has been yelling at anyone who crosses the line he treads. As I approach him, I am met with literary furley. Cross not my path unless you are descending muse. Oh, the poet's face lights up. You have an inspiration I crave, my lord. I'm seeking a theme for my next work. So we can do Bale the Bard. Why not something of my... Lomas Longstrider. You know what? We'll do Lomas Longstrider. He traveled the world. He is the one who gave, Lomas's... I forgot what they're called. They're essentially the wonders of the world. Most Devout Shield. I don't really want to put a Tyrell banner around, which we might actually sell all of these. The Tyrell banners, yeah. Let's destroy them. Destroy the Antelope Hide. We're also going to destroy that too. And we will throw the other Peak banner, I suppose. Actually, hold on. Let's reorganize that. Let's put the Most Devout Shield in the middle. And we'll put the Peak banners next to it. There we go. And then we also had that Boar Hide. Our dog's pelt. Might just actually take that down. Yeah, so we're gonna get rid of some of these. We'll destroy that. We'll destroy that. Alright. Died of what? Fatal Apocalypse. Interesting. I did just realize he was a follower of the Black Goat, so he was literally like a demonic worshiper, but that's okay. We need to hire another blacksmith, which I think we're just gonna do, and he'll become our new guy. So we will hire a master blacksmith for 300 gold. We will also Zero Mott, he's got 60. Yeah, he's amazing. Welcome. You're also gonna be our steward, buddy opal guy. And let's get you a wife, I think. Like Melinda Hightower. Excellent. Greetings, my handsome liege. I arrive in Highgarden to pay homage to you, glorious Lord Paramount, as I show my loyalty. Dolores Tourney Peake, welcome in. Kind of weird you're calling your cousin handsome. I don't know how I feel about that, but, you know, maybe Titus will be absolutely fine with that here in the future. Because obviously, you're allowed to do things with your cousin if you have dragons. That's a joke, by the way. We're gonna build pilgrim roads. And I don't think we need to worry about anything else. There's a loyalist faction, which is absolutely fine. I don't care about a loyalist faction. There's an... Once again, loyalist factions don't actually matter because they are loyal to you. We'll get a captain of the household guard. That guy's kind of old. He's excellent. Yeah, we'll do him. We need a harbor master. Everybody sucks at it. We get a good central here. And get a good central. They have no seps. We need a tutorer for all the kids. Miranda Hightower, thank you for being excellent at your job. Educate all these kids. Master of Horse, Rickard Spring. Master of the Hunt, Lord Varel. Personal champion, our one-legged son, maybe not. Court Brewmaster. We don't need to worry about that. Lady in Waiting. Honestly, I'm not too worried about that. Architect, they're pretty good. Lord Alistair or Lord Mott. Probably Lord Mott. High Ulmer. I don't think we need one of those. Court Poet. Lucian, come on in. The water's fine. Court Bard. Everybody sucks at it. We don't want a court food taster. We put the Manderley as our food taster. That'd be funny as shit. He's a drunkard. He's gluttonous. You know what? We'll do it. Brew poisons. Just do that. Have you be writing poetry. Public Works. We don't need a fool right now. Headsman. Danny's Bloom. Go ahead and be our headsman. Sworn Shields. God, a bunch of these guys are too old and they don't have really good stats. Court Artificer or Keeper of the Cells. We don't need any of that. Do we have any prisoners that I forgot about for like the last like 8 years or something? No, we don't. Okay, cool. You gain Journeys of Lomas Larn Shredder artifacts. Is it any good? Nice. Educate them kids. Got another core artifact. Martial life experience plus 5%. Bail the Bard. Crime and punishment. Honestly, I think I would rather get... Yeah, we're going to replace crime and punishment on the other side with Lomas Longstrider. That's what we're going to do. Alright. Good. Stylish fashion, lavish food, just do lavish everything. Warlike court, administrative court. Now we're gonna keep it warlike and common tongue. Yep. Right. The Summer Rose. Marjorie Tyrell is looking kinda old. Looking kinda old. She has a fuck ton of claims though. Come here to our military. We have 3,000 gold. We might as well make worth. And we will get some more Knights of the High Garden. We'll just go all the way to 6. This is Princess Serena. Develops a grudge against us. You keep stubborn, brave, wrathful, do brave. Marjorie just died after I said she wasn't looking pretty good. Oh no. We're not married. Obviously we weren't in love with her, because we're just gonna marry on. We could get Lynette Hightower. We kind of want physical traits, though. Physical traits. Could marry another Tyrell. Delicate is terrible, though. No, we're just gonna marry the Hightower girl. That's fine. Yep, Lynette Hightower. Thank you. And... I'm gonna romance her by winning a sparring match. She won't resist for long. So we have normal to armored horsemen, but I think they're different than the knights. So they counter heavy cav, heavy infantry and skirmishers. They archers, heavy infantry and skirmishers. So these guys are actual heavy cav, and these guys seem to be like cataphracts, I guess, almost like. I mean, they counter heavy infantry, but the archers and skirmishers are more cataphracty, while this is like actual heavy cav. So we'll keep both of them, and we'll put this to 6 as well. And we have archers, which are kind of like low-key, kind of like a House Peake. Well, crossbowmen mostly. House Peake have a lot of archers and crossbowmen. At the Siege of Starpike, it was like most of their men, so maybe we get some more crossbowmen, or we just stick with the longbowmen. We could get antlermen to go with the... So let's check these guys. These are super defensive, and they counter spearmen and skirmishers. 47, 68. What are the antlermen? Antlermen are skirmishers and spearmen as well. 41 and 57, but they have 8 screening. Do these guys have any screening? No screening, but they have pursuit. That's so weird. I'll be back in just 1 second. Okay, so I don't think getting antlermen is actually worth it, because the pursuit is better. So I think we'll dump 300 more gold into filling up our Guardians of the Marshes. Okay, so we have heavy cav, which is anti-everything, essentially. Anti-archers with the other armored cav. Longbowmen. Fill up the trebuchets. And I think we will get... What are pikemen? Everything cav. I think we're good on countering archers. We could get light footmen. No, we'll get some crossbowmen, because they also... We'll double up on the anti-heavy everything. Or maybe skirmishers, right? Spearmen, archer cav. We already have longbowmen, which are skirmishers and heavy cav. Honestly, you know what? I'm not worried about it right now. Not worried about it. We spent enough gold already. Dumping into there. Child of our dynasty. So this is Titus and Danela again. They have another son, Arlen, which he'll probably get a Targaryen name. Or a Valyrian name, I mean. Arthur. We could have an Arthur, actually. Arthur Peake. You know what? I kind of fuck with that. Mike R. Not like we crush his fucking skull in or anything, right, boys? Isn't that a fucking coinky dink? You know what? I like that. I like that a lot. We totally didn't, you know, crush King Mykar's skull in when we, you know, rebelled against him, and now there's a Mykar Peake, and the Targaryens don't have the Iron Throne, and there's a Peake with Targaryen blood that has a dragon. We'll grab hit and run. What a coinky dink. Daela Targaryen, keep giving us kids again. Keep giving us sons. Daenerys is married to Lord Errol, or betrothed, which we're not going to break that. I would like for her to have another son, though, or a daughter, and then we'll just marry. Well, we'll wait on that, but... How's Robar Peake doing? They have Rogar again. Wait, Robar and Rogar Peake. We arrange a marriage. That actually, you won't, what do you mean you won't accept that? He's my damn son, or my grandson. What the hell? Oh no, Emmett Baratheon died. Lauren is betrothed to Marjorie Peake. So the next in line, second in line, underneath the Crown Prince. Married to a Peake. What are we trying to do here? Oh yeah. Large Godwood has been constructed. Has it been 5 years yet? Can we go on another Valyrian? 351, so not yet. Mourning and sadness. We'll take the stress and get the chronic headaches. We've been gifted another... We don't want this. I mean, I'll take it, but I'm just gonna, like, sell it. Wendell Ashford's Feast. I mean, we could go to that, but I don't think we are. We might hold another grand tournament to celebrate the birthing of a dragon, which we'll do. So we'll hold another grand tourney. Actually, no we won't. Well, yeah we will. No we won't. But we're not going to any of those. We could pay homage. We need to... We could ask our head of faith for some more gold. Actually, we will hold the tourney now that we get another 1,000 gold. And we need to appoint a successor. This guy is way too old. Way too old to be... We can't invite knights yet. Right, so she is deceitful, sadistic, and calm. We'll do assertive presence. Did not respond. Rhaenys Valerion can marry Morton Peake, which we will send it. There will be a knight tutelage for Titus the Dragon. I think we can find a better guy to teach him to be a knight. Earthon Peake. We'll do this guy. Another enemy vanquish. We'll pause real quick. Robar Peake could teach Titus. Our player... We'll just have his father do it. That makes a little bit more sense there. At least in my mind. Let us venture inside. 32% chance that we get brave. Or we can just search the upper floors. Yeah, we'll just search the upper floors. We'll get some gold. Right, so this idiot wants to join the army. He's uncloth, rakish. Oh, what is... I feel so bad. So bad for her. Her husband is so ugly that she had to take up the faithful blade. See, he's uncloth, rackish, and homely. But somehow they've had a daughter. And she didn't take any of those traits? Holy cow, buddy. Sure. Welcome to the army. Holy cow. Right. So, I think we're gonna go on a grand tour. We're coming for you. And we're gonna romance her. Serena Baratheon has left our tutelage with Dutiful Captain and Reckless, which is okay. We're gonna go to Robert's Feast because he's a peak. Might as well do it. Dynasty Legacy here, which we're gonna go for Blood again. Now that we have Dragon Riding in it, so there's no reason for us to lose it. And hopefully we Miles Booner. He's loyal. He's not that good of a knight, but you know what? Come on in and join us. Might increase your stats later on. I hope we get a Hedge Knight event, because Hedge Knight events are really good. We're gonna say we'll get the opinion of everybody. Lord Lynchfield, we become friends, it looks like. Robert Peake. Guess I don't like him, so minus 12 stress. Lady Maggie Middlebury. We'll tell her about Titus, the Knight of the Orange Field. Our player heir. 10% chance of getting drunkard. We'll see what happens. We did not get drunkard, which is nice. And we'll do here. I am Lord Paramount and I want a bowl of stew. Clifford Chetwood is giving us a shitty bowl of stew. We'll take the 60% chance, and we got it. Thank the Father, we can go inside. So, of the ice lakes, now speaks common, okay. They're starting to learn. Still don't have a good enough successor. Wife falls pregnant. That's very good. Lord Quentin, come on in. Thanks for your gifts. And we're gonna sell that wild stag. Destroy artifact. Sell it. The oaken stump. Pretty good. It'd be great if we got another inspiration. Maybe for a suit of armor or whatnot. Betrothed can marry Lord Errol and Daenerys. We'll go ahead and send that. We'll get sappers. Declare you regent. Aegon wants me to declare him regent. We're gonna say no. You want us to name another one of our kids Titus. We already have a Titus, I'm sorry. We'll say yeah, just so you get opinion of me, but then we're gonna change his name. Instead of Titus, so we have Robar, Titus. Our father was Titus, his father was Titus. There was a Titus after that. Couldn't do Ellison. Lyman, Joffrey, Edric, Matthew. You know what? We're gonna name this one Arthur. Arthur Peake. Much better name, thank you. He's beautiful, which is great. Educate the little guy. Have him go marshal. And Alice Oakhart. Not gonna worry about finding him a betrothal right now. We're back at 3K, which is great. And we will do the Valor of House Peake. Your talents are quite wasted on the road. Sure. somehow he's a good poet. Just because he has the poet background, I guess. Physician's knowledge increases. There's a scheme at... Somebody is trying to kill Pikewood. Not good. But it is always going to happen. Robar Peake and Princess Caroline Baratheon had a daughter. Eleanor is a good name. Arya. We'll name her Mary. Mary Baratheon. She is beautiful and quick. The Stealer of Crops. Titus Raw. He has shit stats and he stole. Yeah, we're gonna imprison him. Yep. Sorry. Not sorry. Probably shouldn't steal. Half-brother got knighted. Let's go, Morton. And once again, so educate child, probably intrigue. Lady Paramount, yep. Educate our granddaughter here. Your display may have a lasting impact on Maegor, which is great. He might get journaler, which is cool. Knight tutelage, yeah, sure. He gained, let's go, he got journaler, that's great. Maegor and Miker. Hardened criminals. Lady Elaine. Sure. Mr. Cersei. She's a giant. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah. We will, actually, never mind. I'm gonna worry about that. We need a worthy successor again, but we don't have anybody to become it, unfortunately. This guy, this peasant. Training a warhorse. Master of... We're gonna try and do it. It's always worth a try. Betrothed can marry Eleanor Peake to Lord Hanos Manderley. He's a drunkard, but it's okay. We'll send the betrothal. Steady hand is required if I'm gentle. Everyone has their price. Bring forth... No, we'll do a steady hand. We'll see what happens. I will keep him as our personal warhorse. I will keep him as our personal warhorse. And we will do... Name inspired by history, honor, glory, Balerion, God's grief for the Storm King. No. Mythology, maybe. The Strangerler, Moonsinger. Yindros, the Lycinian god of Twilight. Maybe those aren't working. You know what, we'll do God's grief. I'm okay with that. We got another martial perk, which we're gonna grab strategist. And now that we're fully done here, we're going to dip into diplomacy to get Groom the Rule, and we will do family focus. Additional taxes of 120 is always great. We will pay homage. And we'll give him a gift of 115 gold. I think, yeah, there's no danger whatsoever, so we're just gonna go for the 5. And hopefully we come across a traveling knight, which would be amazing. Chivalry tradition minus 1,000. We've already done ours, so we'll just grab the... Wait, what? Is Titus no longer a knight? Come and join the camp, peasants. What happened to our wife is pregnant again, which is great. Always good to have a spare and an heir. An heir and a spare times 11. Why is Titus no longer... Oh, it's probably because he is now ruling, so he can't actually be the knight right now. Right, so our wife is pregnant, which is great to hear. Hot outside. We'll take the 22 stress. The eagle. What? Okay, I guess we have an eagle now. I guess... What? Lyra. Okay, sounds good. Bitter Bridge. We visit it. It's always great. Wandering Knight, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. An honorable knight such as yourself should not... Okay. 17 prowess. He's got open terrain expert. He's brave. He's a gracious zealot. He's not a traitor. Let's go. An honorable knight like yourself should not... be out on the road. The price of fealty. Crownlander. We have heard that the Break Stripe is land lousy with holy men. Traveling in impoverished conditions. Donald Gullet. Wait, so one such mendicant has approached our caravan, speaking of his interpretation of the Father's will and how it led to a pious existence. The impoverishment creature seems so loath to be part of our party, but perhaps I can get rid of him. Faith of the Blessed. So they're astray. He's a wise man. You know what? You're a fucking heretic. We're gonna burn him alive. Was burned at the stake on our orders. It's fine if we're late going back home. Admirable night. We stopped to rest one night at a tavern while I'm sitting there in the corner peacefully enjoying some Stormlander music. The door barges open and a large silhouette appears. A knight swaggers in and the atmosphere immediately changes. The people bow their heads in reverence. Some swoon and the barkeep immediately pours the apparent famous knight a drink. Train hard. We get +4 prowess. Yeah, we'll just do train hard. Here's a bit of mold. It won't kill me. Nature will provide for us, though. Grandeur level of 10, which is great. We're truly free out here. We have the Traveler perk. Get my pet before someone ends up harmed. 85% chance. Yeah, sure. Adventurous pet. +1 prowess. Sweet. So I guess we came across an eagle while we were traveling. Heard insights for 10 years. Yeah, we'll do that. Tutor educates, Magor Peak. Pursuit. So he's 20, he has 20. Is there anything you'd actually be good at? I mean, we could just kill him for stealing. We are pretty, stubborn and vengeful. However, he might be useful. You know what? We have a job for you. And instantly he throws on some reach and armor. Gotta love it. We have a prisoner. This guy's been sitting here for a while. We could ransom him, only for a hook. No thanks. What? We can't banish him? Fine, give us a hook. I would have sent you to the wall if I could, but for some reason I couldn't. Come on in, Lord Roland. House Risley is holding a feast. We're not going to go to that. A faction targets Loyalist faction, that's okay. Good old Arthur Peake, little buddy. He's also pregnant again, which is great. I think we're going to call this episode here. God's Grief, the trusty stallion. A renowned trainer has approached me after hearing rumors of my mighty stallion God's Grief and offers his services. All I ask in return is small compensation. I want him to be stronger, to move swiftly. He needs to work on his endurance, fierceness. Do I have a relationship with God's Grief? Uh-oh, are we about to crash? Nope, we're good. Okay. I think God's Grief needs to be stronger. We'll pay the 115. We'll see what happens. Hopefully my horse doesn't die. Let's go. The money was well spent. He's a strong war horse. And we've had a daughter. Hannah. Margaret. Melora. We'll name her Melora. She's fuced and comely, which is great. We'll have her go intrigue. And we'll have somebody with intrigue educate her. Paramore, we do have a job for you, buddy. But yeah, I think this episode has gone pretty good. We still haven't gotten our expedition back, actually. What happened with that? Cradled by sickness, oh no. We never got our expedition back. I think he might have died. A secret's been exposed. Adulterer. Sure, I don't really care. Betrothed can marry. Send it. Yeah, we haven't gotten our expedition back. Did they, like, fucking die? Lord Gorland died. He's no longer our master at arms. We need a new one. I think we'll wait to end this episode until we can send another expedition in 3 years. Or maybe that might be a little bit too long. Okay, so this guy used... That's alright. Hunter... I'm the making. Titus has grown to be quite impressive. Yeah, hopefully he becomes a hunter. Handled the eagle well. I'm just gonna pardon her because I don't care about it. Oh, it was not a council member. It was here. Lord Peake will go ahead and appoint you as our master at arms. Still need a harbor master, but everybody sucks at it. Don't have a good wet nurse. We'll grab Groom the Rule. Yeah, her intrigue just got increased by 3, which is great. War has been declared. House Crab. Who's your ally? Probably nobody, right? Oh, nope, the Tullies. The Tullies, the Dustins. A Lannister offshoot. The Strange, the Righteous. Yeah, the rebels will pay dearly for this. We're gonna go in on the side of our king. Some of these guys went neutral, which is okay. Rather than they be neutral than not. So we need a new admiral. You know what? Our son can do that. Oh, wait a minute. This Manderley guy did rise up. Alright, we're gonna quell that guy. Go ahead and raise all here. Go ahead. Oh, we gained cancer. That's not good. Do more than necessary. Excellent work. We're in remission, I guess, but we have cancer. And we're gonna take all of our men here, all 20,000, and we're gonna kick some Manderley ass because they're traitors. Who's our commander? So he is Logiston, dutiful captain. Maybe he's not the best to have there, but we're already in it. And we're winning graciously. Betrothal has been fulfilled. The princess is married to Titus the Dragon Hatcher. And Marjorie is going to marry the crown prince. Or not the crown prince, but the future prince. And we're able to knock out those guys. Probably move north here. Hold on, before we do anything crazy. Stop. Why can't I? Currently participating in a grand wedding. Why? Okay, I guess this is gonna be the best guy we got. I'm gonna go and help the king. Commander promoted, very well. Our grandson got knighted, very good. Is this war almost over? Damn rebels. Need to stop. Nicknamed the Shield of Highguard, my husband. Have you heard what they call you? My wife Lynette says to me. They call you Lord Paramount Titus, the Shield of Highguard, and spectacular, is it not? It's on the lips of every peasant and noble alike. A cause of celebration, I think. So we got a nickname, the Enemy Banner. We got a Tumbleton banner. It'll make a fine collection. A fine collection. Fine addition to my collection. I really don't want to kill this Manderley guy because he's married. He's married to our cousin. Kind of a shame that he decided to rise up against the true king. For now. The true king for now. Ladies and gentlemen. I'm not traveling all the way north to deal with that. We will, however, follow our king. We're just gonna attach. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Eh. Lord Russell Peake. Let's look. Why are we still not? Holy fuck, our renown dropped a lot. How did that happen? We're gonna pull up the dynasty tree and we're gonna find another name. Urathane, Gorman, Laswell, Armin. You know what? We'll do Gorman. Torgan, Bernard, Lorimar. We're gonna do Lorimar Peak. Lorimar. And he's beautiful, which is great. Somebody educate him. He's gonna go marshal because we seem to be fighting in a lot of wars. I died. What? Lord Paramount Titus of the Reach has finally found peace after 64 years. He died of old age, a charming man. He became famous for his elaborate feasts and grandiose balls. Lord Paramount Titus ascends the throne. A petty and spiteful man, his vassals will need to tread carefully around him, so we're now the one-legged Titus. I don't think he's very petty. He's stubborn and brave, but vengeful. Titus was the cultural head of the Pale March Marchers. He was dreaded. He was illustrious and devoted to his faith. Fought in 3 defensive wars, hosted a grand tournament. So we will continue as Lord Titus here. And we've now lost a lot of things. We need a new spy master. We're going to put Ellison Hightower there as always. We need a new hand of the king. Well, not hand of king, but a castellan. Our right-hand man. And I think it will be Aegon. And now we have to do this. Lifestyle. We don't have shit. I guess we have strategist. We have serve the crown. I think we will do family focus and diplomacy to groom to rule again. We will equip Orphan Maker, and we will give Titan's Wrath, Reef of Love and Beauty. I can't equip that. I think we got that from Marjorie. Or, not Marjorie. Yeah, from Marjorie. But anyways, and we're going to come down here to Titan the Dragon Hatcher, or Titus the Dragon Hatcher. And we are going to give you... Force contraceptives? No. We are going to give you Titan's Wrath. And you will wield it. And you need to start making babies right now. We need an heir. We can invite knights, which we're going to do. And where's our army at? Here. We will have Aegon be the commander because he has the stats. I think we need to march to the Stormlands now. Yes, we need somebody to educate you. Magor. We're gonna ransom him. We're online to inherit Orchard's Way, which is okay. Lord Robert Peake, we're not gonna make an alliance. The Golden Grove has 24,000 men. Yeah, we're gonna make an alliance with them. Burying the Hatchet. Yeah, we'll stop being rivals. That's okay. Star Knight becomes idle. We need to reinstate it, which we will do. And we'll have Rickard be the new Star Knight. This war needs to end quickly, quickly. There's 400 Lannister men here. I'm going to try and murder them just because it's funny. There's 8,000 Tully men and some Lannisters. I'm going to try and murder them. We caught the Tullys, but the Lannisters managed to escape. Greetings, I have arrived in Highgarden to pay it. Lord Wendell, thank you for being here. We're currently at war. We killed 2,000, we lost 700. Works for me. We're going to try and cut off these Lannisters. Master of Laws sounds good. Sure, hopefully he dies. We're gonna siege the Stony Sept. There we go, that's the kind of knight that I want to see. Go ahead and train for a tournament. We almost had a chance to get the strong trait, which would have been sweet. So, some of our land is under siege. Morgan and Rhaenys Velaryon had a daughter, Argalia. No. We'll name her Rhaenys. And we will educate her because everybody benefits. We must protect Quentin's heirs, of course. And she can go intrigue. The game was running. Another knight has arrived. He doesn't have the best stats. He's got 18 diplomacy though. We'll recruit him. Might be able to find something useful for him. And we will move north to the Pure Springs, I think. We're at 84% for the win. I'm gonna lose 234 casualties if we go there. Go to Acorn Hall and siege it out. Tutor educates. Declare me regent. No. No fighting in our family. So this is Rogar Peake and the Queen. My nephew Rogar has been quarreling with his grandmother, Queen Mary, for days. Now I just can't. No fighting in our family. Well, we'll let them sort their peace. Now we will siege. I'm gonna lose a lot of guys walking over there. We can knight our squire, which we will. Good. Yeah, we gotta go over here and stop those guys from... Diligent, gracious, temperate. Nope, just take diligent. That's okay. Why are there black tides here? What the fuck? No, I do not love this random woman. Okay, convicted claim. Miles, my courtier, frets all throughout the day, evidently attempting to find the right words. At last, we make our way to the dine. He begins sheepishly, my liege, I hear rumors. Aegon, the Lord of the Rosewood, has come to see focus on his enmity. He maintains that he is personally wronged by your continued rule of his rightful domain, Star Pike. So, it's treason then. We could take the 50-50 on Aegon being bluffing. Or the 30-30. We'll take the 50-50. Oh, we're rivals. Okay, so he's gonna try and press his claim sometime. We lost 5,000 men in that siege, which wasn't great. We're at 90%. Hopefully we can, end this war and go and deal with our own things. For the Lord in at once. We're at 93%. Got another diplomacy perk. For our first diplomacy, we'll do heart of the family. The Vances just walked into a suicide. I don't know why they did that. 98%. Making knights of children. My child Maegor is now of age to squire. Perhaps I could commit... Oh, he took to the skies. Yes. Maegor Peake becomes Lord Mark's squire. Yeah, sure. Confirm Maegor takes to the skies on his dragon. So be it. War ended. We're gonna send everybody home. Empty council position. Put Lord Alistair there. Vassal has been released. That's okay. Robar and the princess had Rolana. Sure, Rolana. Everybody benefits from being educated, so we might as well do it. Holy shit. Let me pause the game, please. Demanding a trial by combat. I will accept it. Well, actually, first, let me see if I can, Okay, so Kevin Derry. We'll ransom him. We'll ransom him. I should have did the trial by combat as his right to demand a trial by combat. Hector Lannister, I should execute you. Just kill him. Just because. Little fucker. You. Even though you're a leper, you got some good stats. Come and be my knight. We'll recruit. send you to the Night's Watch. He won't accept it. Okay. Corman Vance, we should probably send you to the Night's Watch. Even though you won't let me. Accept that. We'll accept that. You know, realistically, a lot of these guys would get sent to the Night's Watch. That was the guy who was demanding for a trial by combat, and he paid us 100 gold. Imagine if we just murdered him. We can ask for Head of Faith from... Gold for the Head of Faith, which of course we're gonna do. Hector can be released, which we'll do. Wait, what happened? I wasn't paying attention. No, I should have read that. Did he just remove us from the council? If that was all it was, then I don't care. Child of our dynasty, so this is Titus and the princess. Name her Daenerys. We will educate her. She's got good stats. Or not good stats, but good traits. I think all it was we got removed from the small council. I think that was all it was. Let me check. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We got removed from being the master of laws. I don't care about that right now. We'll accept that. No, I'm not declaring some random guy. Regent, 50 gold, and we lose more stress. Daenerys, Peake. So Mykar has been a demon, which is funny. The best choice here is just I profoundly do not care. Because 10 opinion is easy to get back. We can fund another expedition to Old Valyria, which we're gonna do. It's what we I wanted to do in the very beginning. We'll ransom that guy. We still have Hoster Tully, Derek Tully. Lothar the Crone's Mercy. We'll recruit you. Joanna will release. Right, so we have this old guy who wants to prove himself worthy. We have Sir Leighton Covington. Paramore Summerbeam. I think we're gonna send the old guy, Mervyn. We'll ransom that. Favor of a lady. What does it even do? Fertility plus 10%. We'll repair that, actually. There's an infant in prison. Council invitation. So you want me to be the... Okay, so you fired me and then you want me to be the spy master. That's okay. This little dude, Naria, just be released. We'll go all the way down here. Thomas Randage. Yeah, we couldn't send you to the Night's Watch. You wouldn't accept going to the Night's Watch. Davos Tully. Honestly, the Tullys have been doing some, you know, maybe we should... I don't care about a hook. Paramount Ronald Tully. We're not gonna recruit this guy. We'll just release him. And we want a dragon egg. That's what we want. Benedict. So we have Mykar, Maegor, Titus, Gorman. Mesa, we'll do Jaehaerys, that's fine. Jaehaerys. He's intelligent. Great. We'll have him go steward. 62, you're gonna have the greatest teacher ever to be a steward. Too bad. Morton Wainwood. Honestly, you know what? Anybody that can get ransomed, get ransomed. I don't care. You got some good stats. Too bad you're ugly. A failed expedition. Merwin and his crew are long overdue. Okay, so they died. We lose the money, but we can do another one, which we're gonna do. A garden party. I've been informed about a garden party that is being hosted. Sounds like a great time. You know what? I will attend the garden party. Alright, so we have Sir Windrick, Westford, Monford, you know, we're gonna send, Benedict, I think. Actually, yeah, we'll send Medwick. Find us a dragon egg. Farewell. The garden party. I will go to the garden. We got herbalist. Pay ransom. Yes, give me 50. Regrow the oaken seed. We're gonna plant the seed. I pray for a speedy recovery. He's severely injured. At least it's not the worst that he could have got. And he gives us another dragon egg in Emerald 1. Which we are going to go to. We have the Blooded Blade. -1 prowess. That's fucking terrible. Favor of a lady. We're gonna equip that. Well, actually, instead of us having that, we're gonna give that to... we're gonna give that to our son. I'm gonna give that to Titus, so they have more kids. So, we will gift you an artifact. And it would be the Favor of a Lady. Thank you very much. Please wear that for the fertility. And we're gonna sell the Blooded Blade. Yeah, we're gonna sell that. Oh, I can't. So we're gonna give that to somebody else. Like... maybe not Magor. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it, actually. Emerald Dragon Egg. Who are we going to give this to? Do we give this to Daenerys because she was born? Or do we give it to, like, Mycor or Jaehaerys? Or do we wait for another son? Is she pregnant? No, she's not pregnant. Disputed heritage. Oh, no. I think we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to figure out. But House Peake now has dragons. And this is where we're gonna call the episode. It went on way too long, but that's alright. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to. If you have any suggestions or anything, leave them down. I would love to hear some suggestions or ideas. We do have another slot for another night, Acolyte name, so if you have any suggestions for a third House Peake night, go ahead and leave it in the comments. And thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.